In this next video, I'm talking about the common subject you hear all along. Thank you guys for joining me in this next video, and I want to elaborate and illustrate on the biggest cry. Caucus. You see this on Facebook, in Facebook groups all the time. I give people credit and people don't pay. Guys, it's as simple as that. Everyone wants free things. If you're going to go walk around giving people free things, they're going to appreciate it and they're not going to pay you. They're just not going to pay you. Just know that. Why won't they pay you? Because you gave them free stuff. Teach your customers. Your goal as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a startup owner, is to educate your customers on what you want, what you are expecting from them. Your job is to influence them, to get them to be on your side, to get them to do the things you want them to do. And I can tell you one thing, guys. Every customer expects to pay at ShopRite. Every customer expects to pay at Pick and Pay. What do they do? What do you do yourself? You walk into Pick and Pay, you pull a trolley, you fill the trolley. What do you do when you get to the counter? You take out the money. People expect to pay. Every customer expects to pay. Why do you want to derail them? If you're going to do work, I was talking to a customer this morning, and the customer wants to pay me after the job is done. And this is a first-time customer. So I'm like, no, I usually request for those coins before I can start working. Then I can start doing my job. And stick to that condition. Put a condition, stick to that condition. Because I'm running a Black Friday special at the moment, and you run a Black Friday special, a customer still wants the condition to come up with the conditions and break the conditions that you have instituted. You explain politely to the customer. You don't fight with the customer. Very, very politely. If you say to the customer, I expect 50% upfront, and when the job is done, I expect the balance. That could be your way of doing business. What I normally do, even in my invoices, I do indicate that this kind of a job has to be paid for before it can go out. I also make indication that payment has to reflect on my side first before I can clear the job. Customers are going to understand that. Very few are not going to want to understand that, and they will want to go somewhere else. Do not bend on those conditions, otherwise you will never get paid. You will never ever get paid when you do that. There will be those that want to be on your side, those that understand that you are doing a business. Those that want to support you, they will pay you. The moment they see a price, they will want to pay you without you having to overemphasize. A lot of these customers do go through the invoice. My invoice says, okay, payment in full before we can dispatch. If it's a document, before it can go out. If it's any service, before we can go out. Only in training there and there, they will tell you, you want to be flexible at the same time. But individual customers are not like big business customers. They're not like business customers. Business customers are going to pay you. And so what do? When a customer says for training, can we pay after the training is done? I say, okay, no, not a problem. How about we have payments done when the facilitator arrives inside your premises? You are negotiating. And again, very, very politely, because a lot of people out there are just rude. A lot of salespeople out there are just rude. The customer will want to move your pose. The customer will want to destabilize you somehow. But be firm on what you have decided. And again, very, very, very politely. You will never ever be walking around saying that people are not paying me when you ask for money upfront. I mean, think about it. When you go buy a quarter, do you say, give me what I'll pay tomorrow? You buy a plate of food, you want to pay the airtime. My friend tells you, he doesn't have to explain to you. You know that you can't take airtime on credit. You can't go there and say, my DSTV, please do the payment for my DSTV, I'll pay you tomorrow. Unless you have a very special kind of a relationship with your customer. I have those customers that say, I need this, I'll make payment tomorrow, and I send the job today because I know him. I know he's a paying customer. So guys, you have it. A business is only called a business when it has a paying customer, not when it has a bunch of people you give your stuff to free of charge. They will never pay you. Thank you guys. Please subscribe below. I'm signing out.